Hey, Jedi Master Grogu. Okay.
Another triumph for the forces of good.
Another triumph for the
We
forces
have
of
time
good.
to stand around gloating, however. A snow-capped village is marked
Alright.
on your map.
Wow,
So
the guys
let's
tell me.
move on.
Let's get the flex going. Flex. I'm dying over here. That's okay. Ah. Thank you for the flex. Gameplay.
Sorry, we're broke after that race, which reminds me.
Don't forget to tip your nurses, you cheapskates.
Hello. Loading.
It's not too loud, is it? Why do I sound like T-Pain? I'm not trying to.
Oh, that's why. I loved it. I installed a voice meter thing, and not voice meter, voice mod, and
Oh god, the lag.
I know.
okay, we're good.
We did it. We did it.
We got the monster out.
Everyone gets free coins.
Right.
Deja vu, I have seen this place before.
True. Alright, I am 1 of 14. That's another silver. 7 bronze, 6 silver, and 2 gold so far.
Hello.
So I'm feeling pretty happy about that.
Okay, I went and fixed all my screenshots in between rounds.
Oh, what did I get for that one? Nah.
Slime climb. Blah.
Oh boy, I'm panicking.
One more. Okay.
Yep.
Ugh.
Nice.
Nice. It snowed all day in Iowa? Dang, no, it did not do that here.
I gotta find the yellow glyphs. Do those just randomly show up?
Yeah.
they just randomly spawn in.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Oh, there you are. Oh, he just picked me up. Okay. Didn't even knock me down.
If you're on the gen, he can rip you off of it.
And that's what he did.
Hey! Keep wiggling, Andy!
I
Keep
am.
wiggling!
There's a here.
Sister, it's only us two, but we have a bunch of cats that we basically consider family and... No! Guys, an hour into the run, and Nintendo 64 just crashed. That's a problem.
Oh, he stepped in his
Did
own
he just
trap
step
and
in-
Nice.
Oh no. You baby killer.
Well, we had him blinded too, so... Look at all the flashlights. And... party streamers.
Let's go.
Yeah, I brought my anniversary flashlight because I didn't have another one.
Nice.
I'm gonna go try to do
Well, come here,
the
Andy.
gen
Let me
in
heal you.
Oh,
At least try.
oh, oh. Freddie Mercury. That one's not on there. But hey, Zerkio. Freddie Mercury. Almost sounded like a dance move. A mí también. You just found the Professor's Springs invention. You do a double jump by pressing A. Falco with the year sub. What? Thanks, man. This nerd. Hey, Jedi Master Grogu, how we doing? It is Sunday. It is the day before Labor Day. But we're playing some Mario Kart today. I forgot to jump into my Discord because I was going to do that. I should show up here. Haha, okay. Perfect. Also, I was going to check to see. Okay, it is still in there. Anyway, I'm trying to make sure everything is set. Am I importing the? I am not abusing the piñatas today. So I changed my stuff to Mario Kart in my dashboard, right? Press save. Went to go take care of stuff, came back, and then it was like, nope, you're playing Viva Pinata. I'm not playing Viva Pinata today. We're doing Mario Kart. Also, hello. Want an order of bear hugs? You get massive bear hugs, all of you, from me, just for being here. I appreciate it. Stopping in early, and we're going to be playing some Mario Kart. We're going to have a good time. I'm just kind of vibing. I said we're going to get some Mario Kart going. How's my week been? Honestly, this last week was very long. I had a very... One of my favorite coworkers quit this week. And so I had that mentally going through. Right? But it happens, and I'm happy for him. But that was kind of the big... Oh wait, I'm playing Mario Kart. Ugh. Now I'm ready. Alright. But I'm just ready to vibe a little bit. And I have tomorrow off, which is even better. Make sure I have everything on and off that I want or need or... Waluigi time, exactly. I wear this when I play Mario Kart and Mario Party. For obvious reasons. Or at least I think they're obvious. Seeing that I really don't play anybody else in Mario Kart other than Waluigi. And it's not for the fact that he's good or whatever, but I just like playing as Waluigi. I don't know what it is. Anyway, why don't we hop in to some gameplay? I know it's been playing in the background. Is there anybody who wants to start or who wants to play? You started your first week of school. Awesome. Also, hey, Mr. Redbeard. Good to see you. I'm just kind of vibing. I'm glad to hear that you're loving it, John. All right. So what's going to be the best way to do this? I know a lot of people just do like open the lobby up and then people join. Dropped one of my classes, so I was feeling
I mean, not feeling it is a valid excuse. I've had to drop classes because I was failing miserably. I've had to drop classes because the majors needed to get into the class, so I needed to drop out. I also had to, there was another reason. But we got ourselves through it. I got my degree. I'm paying it back. And I mean, I'm realizing that with all the experience that I got through school, it's a lot of opportunities have opened to me that I wouldn't have been able to do before. I know time flies fast, it's ridiculous. Anyway, before it loops again, I love this song. If you guys don't know Pop Sky, thanks, Bosaki. Pop Sky did that song, and he did a really good job on it. But we're playing Mario Kart today, and we're doing online. I mean, I've had it for 7 years now. 2015. Oh, yeah, no, it was that song that was just playing. That's my theme song, technically, right now. I have it on Did I make a command for that? I don't think I made a command for that. But let me find... It's on Bandcamp that you can listen to. But Pop Sky did a really good job on it. It's on the same album as Pictobeam's song. Click. Yeah, if you want to listen to that song, it's right there. I wish it would have spawned closer, but it did not. Okay. So if anybody wants to join, should we do friends? Someone's playing. It's not me. Wait. I'm also noticing that the friends list right here, not sorted by anything, not alphabetically, maybe by when I added them. It doesn't look like anybody's online, even though it made the noise that was like, hey, somebody's on. Oh, I thought it would go up to the top. Blah. And there's no pages, can't do that, but that's okay. We get this nice little noise to get us through the day. It's only sort of when people... Exactly. For playing privately with friends. Do I want to play privately with friends? My 3 main studio classes are 2D design, senior illustration, and sketchbook intensive, then 2 academic classes. The 2D game design one should be fun. I'm excited for you. And you better keep me up to date about the stuff you're learning, because actually I have a friend who I'm supposed to... he's starting his own indie game studio. I'll keep that in mind. Okay. So let me close all of these other Chrome tabs that I have so I can just focus on the game. Maybe. I'll leave Discord open, obviously. I'm going to move you there. And then I'm going to make you that. Perfect. Okay. Want to get into game design and maybe start doing indie games. Have a few concepts in mind. Actually, what we did last time, I just did some worldwide games, and then we went from there, and people joined as we went. So let's start with that, and then if we get enough people in our group, then we'll switch over to a private game. Have a fighting concept and an RPG That's awesome. Also, don't forget to do your check-ins if you haven't done that already. Ooh, Toad Circuit. Of course, Moo Moo Meadows. I'm sorry. I prefer Moo Moo Farm, but I have a feeling it's not going to come to the N64 or to the Mario Kart 8 since this one's in there. I don't know. Wow. There's only one other Waluigi. And he is also on a Wiggler. I feel like I'm probably the only person who likes Waluigi on a Wiggler solely for its alliteration. Someone said it once and I was like, I am doing this all the time now. Whoop. 200cc is ridiculous. If we get a lot of people who want to start doing Mario Kart as well, I've also thought about, like, we could do tournaments and such. Wiggler is a character. Yes. Well, like you look at, who was it? In Super Mario 64, Wiggler's just like, I'm mad because there's people in my house and I'm all wet. Okay. Sorry? What do you say to that? Wow, 9th place. But I mean, that's kind of relatable, isn't it? I mean, if I had a bunch of people... This lobby looks intense. I know, right? Shroom Ridge. And there's only like... Oh, no, we have a full group now. You have to let me know if you're in there, because I can't tap the Mii's because I'm not on handheld mode. Either Shroom Ridge or Ninja Hideaway, I'm okay with all three of these. I actually like Cloud Top Cruise. That's what it's called. Online run of... What happened with your online run of Mario Kart 8, Mr. Redbeard? Because I didn't have a Wii U, so I didn't play the regular Mario Kart 8.
Oh!
Am I,
Oh, no! Okay.
Hey, Raiders.
Oh, no way!
I missed the clip.
So, Ban? I thought he missed cutscene skip, but even worse...
When was this? The weeklies? Was that this week's?
He forgot 1 coin somewhere, and I didn't even notice that. I'm wondering which one he forgot.
Hey, folks.
No way. So he has to do the coins again.
And this isn't betrayal that I'm playing Mario Kart and not Diddy Kong Racing, is it? Also, if anyone wants to join, I'm just playing online. If you have my friend code, you can join as friends. If you're not, my friend code is in the chat if you use !FC. What was today? Was it just weeklies? And I missed it? Doop. Come up. Okay. Totally not betrayal. Okay, good. Oh, crud. Summer recap. Oh, okay. Hopefully it went well. Diddy Kong Racing years. Diddy Kong Racing is such a fun game, and honestly, a really fun one to speedrun. Even can you? Well, I was about to say, casually speedrunning a game is a thing, right? Yeah. And I know people are mixed on whether they want it to come to the Switch or not, the Switch Online. Storm. Oh, right. Trident Tail actually is the current world record, I think, of 100%. That is official, right? You really wanted to? I honestly... Okay. So the one thing I really want... This doesn't look like Viva Pinata. Did it change it? It's supposed to change it. I was supposed... King of Hundo. That's... Okay. So I am going to just random that. Can I look and see? It says Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Okay. Okay, good. Because I did change it. Oh, gosh. But yeah, if anyone wants to join, we are open. I think, isn't that Blue Me with the beanie? Isn't that you, John? Did I not see you in the last match? Yep, there's John. Awesome. But yeah, we're just doing online. I did a worldwide. If you want to join, as I said, I'm also chilling in my Discord if anyone wants to hang out in there. It's totally not Waluigi pinball music. Okay. Okay, next match, Grogu, I will do blindfolded. Because I'm online, I can't do it in the middle of a game, but I will 100% do it next match. And those are usually less than, or around 5 minutes, right? Hey, John. I saw that. Come on, Luigi. Redeem says 10. Is it 10 minutes? Okay, 2 matches then. I can't be held responsible for whatever the map I pick in the second one is, though. Boop. I hope it's not Waluigi Pinball, because I don't want to miss out on Waluigi Pinball. Really, Drift? You betray me like that? Everybody betray me. So I don't know if you guys have ever watched The Room or not. The Gigglepuss Gang is a streamer friend of mine that I've recently made, and he made a sticker that he's selling on his store. That's Jar Jar Binks. That just says, "You set Terra and Misa apart," and it's the best sticker I think I've ever seen, albeit partially cursed. Okay, so let me go. Let's see. best way to do this is... I don't have an official blindfold. I'm gonna pick Chocolate Mountain for the next one. Okay. I'm gonna take one of my dress shirts. He's fighting for first place. Okay. Two matches. I actually used to have a way on how to do this without, because we did this. Oh wait, where's my controller? There, no? Where's my controller? There it is. Oh, this is Sunshine Airport, isn't it? No. Okay. Thank you, Lakitu. This is backwards? I'm backwards again. Okay. I'm backwards again. I don't know these maps apparently. Aha! That is a bullet bill. Okay. I know my sounds. Okay. I'm in grass? Wait. Is there grass in Sunshine Airport? Oh yeah, they're kind of... Okay, I'm near the end. I recognize the, I think that's the only place that has a blue thingy. Wait, really? Okay. I'm on an anti-grav somewhere. Thank you, Bullet. The bullet bills are being extra forgiving. Oops. Well, I failed that one miserably. Okay. We've got one more match. All right. I'm going to pick this one. I hear people leaving too. I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign. They're probably like, why do we have this new player playing with us? I don't get it. This guy's terrible. Why did I get matched with him? But we're just vibing. We're having a good time, and I can't see anything. All it is the void. I think there's the microphone. I was talking into the microphone. I'll be interested to see what course we got. And I'll actually be able to get a boost start for this one. Okay. Let's listen.
NANI?
Nani? Oh, this is Bowser's Castle? John must have picked it. Come on. I don't know who did the Nani, but thank you. I'm being pro gamer right now. Come on. Okay, we're in anti-grav now. Oh. I'm assuming that Lucky 2 puts me on the right path, right? Oh, is this the... Come on. I don't know if I took the left or right path, if I'm to the wiggly parts yet. I'm against the wall somewhere. Come on, Lakitu. Win the race for me, please. Alright. Thank you, Bullet Bill. You've been a great help. No idea where I'm at now. What if, because this is Bowser's Castle with a bunch of pits and such, it's not out of the realm of possibility to just go straight and hope that Lakitu puts you in the right direction when you fall off? Oh. Wait, what just happened? That was a very long Lakitu recover. Lakitu, you're getting your money's worth. Hello? Please? What in the world is going on? I lost. Everybody cheated. Well, that was 2 matches. Ah, I can see again. All right. Whew. Thank you for that. Redeem. Master Goku. Yeah, that is very hard. But I enjoy it, and that's why I made it a redeem. And I actually halved it today, because slightly masochistic. Last time I did, I think last time I did the, there is a fish person. I love it. Named Milk. All right. But, Curtin, I don't know, did I do it? I mean, I've done it for Skyward Sword, I did it for Dead by Daylight. That was an interesting one. Thankfully for that one, I had somebody in my Discord telling me where to go. Ooh, this is a lot easier on not 200. Right. I've talked often about, because I do casually do some speedrun stuff of Diddy Kong Racing. At one point I did do Ancient Lake blindfolded. I can't say it was great, but that was odd. I don't know if you realize, but because we did the little loop-de-loop here, that blue shell sounded like it was going to hit me. Seriously? At 8th place? Bah. At least I got up to 6th. Not much better than what I was doing earlier. Ugh. Alright, so we've got Sky Garden Cloud Top Cruise or Mario Circuit. Milk's ridiculous. But in the good way. And the blue me with the spiky hair reminds me of Josh Jepson. Rin from Canada. I like Sky Garden. Ugh. I was also hoping at some point to try out. There's a. This feels 200-y. I need to go find Mario Kart Super Circuit and just play it sometime, because I think that's the one Mario Kart I've not played any of. Apparently you can do the jump without hitting the glider, which is allegedly faster, but I've never been able to do it. Awesome. All right. 2. Why'd I do that? That it was John. Oh. Yes. Right at the finish line. You got classic Mario Karted, which was kind of amazing. Also, hey, Patty. Gosh. That made me feel good, though. Ooh, we've got some German, we've got Canadian, and Japan. Is it 200? Oh. Oh. Just use your brake. I ended up on top of the piranha plant. That was awesome. Okay. That was supposed to... Okay. These dang spikes on the back of Yoshi. Okay. And I'm just going to do this. And try not to fall into the water. Now this is going to be bad. Really? Okay, fine. Alonso Mulani. Making names up at this point. And John's up there at first. Because of course he is. Can't Mario Kart him from this far though, I don't think. Ow. Ow. End up being 7th. Dang. Yeah, 200 on Yoshi's circuit like that is not fun. There are some of the levels, though, that I think are good in 200. Like, Toad Circuit, Baby Park, Excitebike Stadium. You see a trend here? Yeah, if there's minimal turning, it's good 200cc. Oh no. This one isn't terrible, but it's gonna be backwards. Mirror, rather. So someone brought up the fact, train of thought here, that the next wave of Mario Kart tracks will probably come out in the... Oh wait, no, this isn't the new DLC. This is the Sweet Sweet Canyon. But thinking the next wave will come out around the holidays. And the reason being that there's a Mario Kart Tour level called... well, it's a Christmas themed level. Let's just put it there. I can't remember what the name of it is off the top of my head. Coming for you, John. Oh, nope. Other people hitting me with fire. That's okay. 10th place. Pity star. Okay. Oh gosh. Really? Okay, one more lap. Rude, crude, and insensitive. Ah. I'll take fourth. Wow. And blew it. That happens, honestly. Out of those three, I would go with Wario's Gold Mine. As much as a lot of people... Or is it... I don't know, is it... Pixelmog! Hey! Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the follow. Hope you're doing well. We're just here. Chilling out, vibing, playing some Mario Kart. If you want to join, you can... I don't know if we're friends on Switch. Exclamation mark FC in the chat gives you my friend code, though. Or if you're friends with John, you can join him as well, because he's in here too. I'm just doing some worldwide online. If we get a group big enough to do a private match, we might do that. Or if you just want to vibe, that's also cool. I can't hit a felt Waluigi. Okay. Oh, good. I wasn't sure if that would hit or not. And made it to fourth. I don't want to hit the other Waluigi, but if I have to, I will. Okay. Also, Mr. Redbeard, I love those emotes. Really? Sorry, Mr. Waluigi. He didn't take it well. Okay. Star. I'll end in 6th. I'll take that. Also, let's see. Yes. But anyway, how's everybody's weekends? And did you have any Labor Day plans for those in the United States who have it off? Hyrule Circuit. I am planning on not doing anything. I looked last year. I actually met Falco, one of my mods, down near his place, which was fun. I didn't make any plans though. Ugh. Hello. Ugh. Looks like we'll have another one joining us soon, possibly. All right. I didn't even realize. Is this the long one? Yes, it is. Oh, I forgot I took my Waluigi hat off. Maybe that's why I've been sucking. See that out the corner of my eyes. Ooh. Bloop. All right. Really? Okay. And this is just plain 150, I think. So no big scary skips or anything. Although... Ooh, John got lucky. Are you kidding me? Okay. Okay. Oh, so close. But I got third. I'll take third. Also, hey, Tons. Welcome on in. That one's always a fun. I know. Those are close. Happy Sunday indeed. Ooh, do we want to go to Sydney? We want to go to Tokyo? Or we want to go to Cheeseland? Real location, lactose intolerance. I mean, Cheeseland. I'm going to be that person. If we get Cheeseland, I'm going to be kind of mad at myself, actually. Oh, Waluigi hat. Ah. Yes, 3-day weekend indeed. It was really funny. I didn't... Okay. Hold my breath for a second there. It wasn't until like Wednesday or Thursday last week that I realized that I have tomorrow off. I have to go this direction. Yeah. So that was a very interesting revelation when I was like, oh yeah, I don't have to work Monday. Although I'll probably be doing things not work related. Ugh. And actually, one of the guys who created Labor Day apparently was from my college town. Fun fact. Every year they would have what they call, is it Cedar Fest? Basically, they'd have a Labor Day celebration because it was also kind of like close to when the college students would come to the city or the village. It was a very small town. Had to wait for all the college kids to get there so there were people. This, as I've said it before, this song reminds me of Mickey Speedway USA so much. Really? Wait, that didn't hit John? Looked like it was going to. Oh, dang. John got himself the blue shell. Gotten first long enough to get targeted. I think it's the flute that makes me think of also giant toad riding a Yoshi. Why have I not noticed it until just now? John, why did you get in the way? I wasn't aiming for you, but the red shell thought differently. That happens. But yeah, tons are Mr. Redbeard. If you guys want to join, I think we're friends, both of you. But not exclamation mark FC in the chat. These are all DLC tracks, so Snowland. A little warm right now, so I could use a little snow. Don't play on Switch. Okay. I get to wear the crown for a round, though. Oh. Interesting. So much island renovation. Ooh. I just adjusted my headphones, and now I'm hearing out of both ears. So immersive. Also, might sneeze at any time. Thank you, Waluigi, for taking that for me. so much going on this level. After 2 years. Really? It's been that long? I feel like we've played since then. That's interesting. I don't know. I just forget things, apparently. Yeah. I really want to see the... Oh, I was going to look at that... whatever the name of that Christmas level is in Tour. But I feel like that's what's going to show up in the next wave. Putting it near the Christmas season. Theming. It could be dangerous. Got distracted. Oh, Animal Crossing. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I looked at my island, I think, once in the last couple months. It made me sad, so I stopped. Bah. Yeah, I wasn't sure really what I wanted to stream today, but I know I wanted to stream. It was between this, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. There's a randomizer, obviously, that's been out for a while. But there's a version for PC that's widescreen 60 FPS. And I was like, I kind of want to try it. So maybe tomorrow if I'm not doing anything. Because a randomizer on Ocarina of Time would take a long time. So we've got 4 for Rainbow Road, 3 for Mushroom Gorge, and 4 for random. Bah! Oh, was this the level that we were in? Or was it Sunshine Airport? Oh no, it wasn't this one. It was definitely Sunshine Airport last time. Dang it. I was trying to be cool and drift close to the wall. But then people got in the way, and now I'm in 11th place. Okay. I see you. I like peppered those fireballs and did not hit John at all. That's impressive, actually. Okay. Ow. I saw that one coming. Okay. It's not what I meant to do, but okay. This is fine. Ooh, 5th place. Good stuff. Also, Splatoon 3 this weekend. Next one might be your last because you got to work on schoolwork. All good, John. And that is why I'm doing online matchmaking for now. But this has been fun. Yeah, it's... I don't know if you can see. It's already preloaded. I got it. Basically, as soon as they pull that switch, I'm playing. I don't think I have anything planned for this weekend. So maybe Friday or Saturday, I can get a couple groups together and we can splat. Although, I'm sad I haven't seen Blob Blobbers yet. I want to lob blobs. Thank you, Silence Snake, for the resub. When does it come out? I need to pre-order it. Friday, I think, or Thursday? Wah! This isn't the Wii version. There's apparently some really big skips in Mario Kart Wii. That has to do with like the pipes. Okay. Now, they should have come out with Splatoon on Labor Day, because then I could have devoted the whole day to it. But alas, that is not the case. Ah! Let's go. Bullet Bill? No. You guys better watch out. As soon as my mushroom runs out, it's over for you. Huh. Oh. Right in the... Did I just get Mario Karted? I was in first place. I am in 12th now. Like it, you robbing me blind. Come on. It's fine. But yeah. Ugh. Do SNES Rainbow Road. Getting Mario Karted sucks, I know. Thanks for playing, John. I saw you fly away. Oh no, I don't want to leave. We could be playing Calamari Desert or SNES Rainbow Road. Honestly, either of those would be fine. I don't know who this person is up here. They have very intense green eyes. And a nice beard. Honestly, my hair could probably be a little bit darker on my me. They are intense. And this is just 150 regular forward. Great. Love that. I do love the skybox that they have for this. And the music's pretty good too, the remix. As I said before, I wasn't sold on it at first. But I don't hate it. I'm just gonna set that at the finish line. Yeah. Coin, that doesn't help me. That kind of helps. Yeah. I don't care for the tour optimizations of this level. Like the going through the stuff. I mean, that part in itself is cool. It's like, but oh, don't you dare. Oh no. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me? Well, we broke even. That's fine. Matt, the boxing champion from Wii, thank you for the follow. And yes, Super Horn. Super Horn. Do the hydrates. We'll do the hydrates. We'll do 3 hydrates. I will stay hydrated. We're sprinting in the... What's up, Matt? Yeah. You want to join? Well, they're all here, it looks like. You're all good. Nah, it was more of a playing with viewers kind of thing. and the option was open, John was playing for a little bit. We got shy of peeps. And that's fine. I'm in VC, so that's fine. Yeah, I'm not too chill, not too what's the word I'm looking for? Torn up about it. We're just here to have a good time. We got some people vibing in chat. And we're playing some Mario Kart. It is Sunday night after all. Right. Okay, I'm gonna let Kadreg take that. Okay. How did you see that? That Waluigi, even though he got hit and was doing the hey I'm hit thing, he kept going forward. I sent shenanigans. You saw that too, right? Oh well. We'll do the other Rainbow Road. Why not? Okay. I think I've effectively drank half of this. Only a N64 Rainbow Road's another good one on 200cc actually. I was wondering how they do that because I see that. I wonder if it's a lag thing and it's just kind of the net code catching up because that was someone from Japan. That's my guess, at least. Oh, that's awesome, John. When you say tournament, is it like a TCG tournament? Is it a actual Pokemon game battles? I know you're not going to use that red shell on me, DK. And TCG, nice. Because I know they have both. I was actually looking, there's a job opening on the Pokemon website for like a social media person and a production person for their tournaments and such, and I was considering applying for it actually. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Oh, there's an insect on my knee. That freaked me out a little bit. It was just a gnat, but why did they have to hit me? Everybody cheated. That's fine. I blame you, Nat. Okay. Toad Circuit. The stream sniping, exactly. It's probably Matt. I'm gonna turn, I hope it's not too loud, turning my AC back on because it's starting to get a little hot in here. It doesn't seem to be. I don't know why this one shows up so often. This is probably gonna sound bad, but I'm not a big fan of Ice Outpost. I mean, I see its benefits and such, but I don't know. It's not. Okay. I know there are a bunch of like shortcuts and such in here too. I never do them. Like that. I've tried. Like the Ribbon Road one I try all the time and they always fail it. And then that one worked. That was a... Huh. Okay. Actually trying to get the shortcuts and I'm getting them. Or maybe not trying to get them, and that's why I am getting them. Something like that. Thanks for that. I would have done it if it wasn't for that meddling piranha plant. Okay. Ooh, a double star. Bah. End up in 5th. Who was stream sniping? Nobody. We were just giving it hard because I ended up in last place in the 64 Rainbow Road. When I'm offering to have people join, I don't think that counts as stream sniping, is it? Saw something out of the corner of my eye and thought I don't know what it was. Anyway, they need to update their Mii outfits in this game. In Mario Kart Tour, they're going through all the Mii suits right now, and they added like a Dry Bowser Mii racing suit. And is it Nabbit? I'd love to see, with all the new amiibos that have come out since Mario Kart 8 Deluxe came out, getting like a Waluigi racing skin even. Or Banjo-Kazooie, Wii Fit Trainer. Or I think the Wii Fit Trainer was one. Because they used a bunch from the Smash roster, I think. But like Minecraft Steve. Did I manifest this one? I talked about always not doing the shortcuts for this. Okay. Okay, through the ribbon. Ah! Brutal punishment. Okay. I see you, game. Anyway. So, I need to start planning my streams. Because I think that's one of my big downfalls, is that I just kind of stream whenever I'm available. Which hasn't been a lot lately. Or I've been hanging out in other people's streams. But like, I want to do another Mario Party level or stream. And with Splatoon coming out and everything. That actually made my stomach turn. Ah, that's fine. Back to cheat. No, let's do TikTok clock. That's always a fun one. And it's a reference to Super Mario 64, even though this one really doesn't look like it. Also, so Dairy Queen, right? They changed their the Blizzard of the Month every month, right? This month is inside the cinnamon roll insides Blizzard. Oh, thank you, Fan Gamer. I have this one and another yellow Banjo-Kazooie shirt, and my Waluigi hat. That was a gift from my sister, but thank you. And also welcome in, and thank you for the follow if I didn't say that already. Hey, we made it to Cheeseland. Okay, cool. Yeah. Whenever I hear this song, though, I don't think of Mario Kart. I think of Cat Mario. And not the current one. The Troll Mario-like. Sayoban Action. I think its official name. Better be careful. That's a Gouda pun. It takes a lot of... Oh, never mind. Something about munstering up a lot of courage. Oh, thank you for that. I used to work in a deli, so I know a lot of names of cheeses. Okay. Here we go. Whoop. Are you kidding me right now? Those thunderbolts. Really great at this level, I know, right? Have I never noticed the sand on the wheels in this level? I get it. Yes, I got it. I appreciate it. Random. Prod the bod. I'm very tickled. I'm tickled for you too. Ugh. Did that actually pull up on my phone? It did. So yeah, apparently Sayobon Action came from, it's at a website called cat-mario.com. It's a 2007 Japanese freeware platform game, known for its levels designed to cause extreme frustration due to innocuous-looking objects that suddenly kill the character. That's from Google itself. I didn't ask you to look it up, but you did. My phone's being helpful. I don't like it. Ooh, Coconut Mall. Coconut Mall. Really? Okay. I do love Coconut Mall. And the fact that the Shy Guys can't drive. It's canon now. All right. Nitro with a Y? That's edgy. Oh. All right. So much chaos. Just add insult to injury blooper. I am not doing well with Mario Kart today. Let's back out for a little bit. Because there's no... I don't think any of my friends are in here. I don't think so. So, we're going to do a quick break. I know. I'm just going to vibe. And I was going to keep an eye out on who was in here. I know that Mr. Redbeard was in here, and Mr. Redbeard's a streamer. Played Mega Man X. Fantastic. That's from Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Good stuff. Great streamer. Great.
Oh, hell no.
We had... I don't think Jedi Master Grogu streams, to my knowledge. Maybe they do, and I just don't know. It's Wild Redbeard, yeah. Let's see. Let's shout the DK64 races again, because they are a collective of amazing people, of which I am one of their mods.
Oh!
And they do races a lot with Diddy Kong Racing.
Okay.
And it's just Diddy Kong Racing.
Oh, no way. So, Ben, I thought he missed the cutscene skip, but even worse,
yeah. Am I done for that? Not at all.
And I didn't even notice that.
I'm just taking a break right now because
which one he forgot.
Games were not treating me well.
No way. So he has to do the coins again.
So yeah, we just vibing for a little bit, and I'm just shouting out my friends. Silent Snake was in here earlier too. And does some amazing Mario World stuffs. Oh, are we going frame by frame? Or is it just a really bad internet connection, I guess, for me? I don't know. But yeah, no, we're going to get back into it soon. I'm guessing it's the internet. Because it's not going. Who else is here? Oh, and then John, obviously. If the thingy wants to cooperate. Bloop. If I do that, then see if John's works any better. Intro was honestly, yeah, same. I haven't done a Mario ROM hack in a long time.
And around 5.
Look at how cute it is.
Well,
and the
about
Snorlax
25
drawing's good too. Yeah, I think my thing is a little dumb.
And tomorrow.
Oh, that happens. My shout out thingy is being
You're gonna play Minecraft.
Is being slow.
Instead of
It like keeps
doing
buffering. I don't know if
Minecraft
you noticed that or not.
and art.
You must have noticed it.
So I hope y'all don't mind.
I don't mind at all. But yeah, so those are some of my amazing friends that are here that I'm aware of. Yeah. So I don't know if anyone else is interested. As I said, I'm hanging in voice chat. I might start up a private match room, just if I know Solak's here. Because I know they were saying that they wanted to play earlier. If we can get a couple more people who want to play Mario Kart, I'd enjoy it. Yeah. I lost my controller for a second. It's behind the microphone. I wonder if that's still active. Yeah. So, it actually does exist still. That's hilarious. So, I made, back when I started doing Mario Kart stuff, there's actually a weekly tournament that starts on like Friday, 9 a.m. and ends 2100 Sunday. That's what, 9 o'clock? So in like 50 minutes. I can't get rid of it. But that's a thing that exists. I don't think anybody's been in it in the last year or two. Because I've wanted to get rid of it, but there's no way to do it. I mean, I can create a new one. Okay. Well, let's get a game going. I'm going to create a private room. If you're friends with me, you should be able to join. I'm going to turn that down, Tad. And I think we'll just do it with some CPUs. Yeah, because I don't know if it was that group or what. I don't want to use the term try hard, but if the shoe fits. Hey. All right. Well, we can get started, just the two of us with the CPUs, and then people join in as wanted or needed or whatever. Yeah, let's do it that way. We're gonna do 150, no teams, normal items, hard comms, all vehicles, 4 races. Yeah. I was going to do 8 races, but then I can just start over every 4 rounds. It's like doing a GP. And then where do we want to go first? Possibly New York Minute. Kind of feeling it. Random would be good too. I could do that. Next time. Ooh, Big Blue. Starting off strong. Alright, we got Larry, Daisy, Isabelle, Yoshi, Iggy, Roy, Metal Mario, Lakitu, Ludwig, and Pink Gold Peach. Ah. Sorry. A lot of the Koopa kids, or what are they called? Koopalings? Eight. Oh, I didn't see who Brett picked. Oh, crud. Oh, there. Pick the link. That way, if we only do 4 races too, we can lower the CPU level if we need to. Alright. The final lap. I love the music and everything in this game. To be in a Mario Kart jazz band. There we go. Yeah, let's hop into random. And just take it wherever the Mario Kart... It's the heart of the cards, basically. Just Mario Kart Edition. And we're heading to Tokyo. Okay, I don't know if I've noticed that before, but the little Yoshi's going, hello. It's kind of like the Mine Turtle in the ASDF movies. Okay. All the bombs. Really? Oh man. I should have held off. I'm gonna get bombarded. Now I get the buffers. Honestly, John, that's a mood. Right in the face. Awesome. I've been better about myself. I used to be really insecure about that kind of stuff. I don't know what happened. And I mean, to an extent, sometimes I still have that issue. A lot of it is like the imposter syndrome kind of thing where you're, how did I get into this position? Haha, Music Park, also known as Melody Motorways. In fact, I had, oh yeah, I had somebody, I'm doing a job in for like social media stuff, and that's kind of my life the last 3 years, and I know a fair amount about it. I'm pretty good at it, but had the client say basically, we went with you because we wanted somebody with more experience than the person that they were going to go with, and honestly, kind of a mood lifter. But then part of me is also like, well, maybe he's just saying that I think the thing that's helped is looking at it from an outsider's perspective, not necessarily like asking for that perspective, but seeing how other people are perceiving me. I was kind of hoping I could have been a little toxic there. Oh, that's a blue shell sound. Thanks. Oh, no you don't. Along the same lines, I'm very picky about who I watch/follow. I look for people that do what other people don't do, people who challenge themselves. Yeah, I understand. And that means a lot knowing that I'm pretty sure you follow me. Maybe you just come and watch. I don't know. Nope. Okay. Like, I don't think anytime soon I'll be doing this full time. But I think if I wanted to put my mind to it, big imposter syndrome about my art. Even though I've been drawing for years, I feel like I'm not good enough. But when I presented my senior thesis, telling my professor what my idea is and my past work, he said it looks like I know what I'm doing, and he's excited for what I'm doing soon. Yeah, no, that's awesome. And I mean, I kind of, and the way to take something from someone else and make it a reality. I mean, just look at the emotes that I had you do for me. Which I think they're amazing. And even Zombolina yesterday commented on them. Or whenever I streamed last Thursday. Yeah, because we did Viva Pinata. Show the other ones because I show off the love one all the time. That's like my go-to now at this point. Oh no, you don't. Alright. It was pink, gold, peach, so it's okay. You can give artists credit. Yes. If you look, Jedi Master Grogu on mine, they should say that John Lex did these. They should. I think I credit them. credited him. I don't know why I'm having trouble talking. Oh, they don't? I could have sworn that I did. I'll have to fix that. But yeah, no, I understand that, John. Someone Sanders, yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, let's see. We'll get that started again. The same way. And let's see. Emotes. Random. Ooh, we are heading to Paris. Oh, hey, hey. Alrighty. Uh-oh, this is gonna be bad. Oh. Okie doke. Yeah, I'm checking that right now. Well, not right now, obviously. When Chrome decides it wants to open that tab, I have the emotes up so I can see, because it's stuff like that that sometimes slips under the radar. Because I know I actually made a very quick and dirty emote for Tarzan the Great, one of the Diddy Kong Racing speedrunner friends of mine, and I just recently got the emote attribution request. Alright. No. Fine. That distortion from the thunder or the lightning always makes me laugh. Alright. It's a request. Yeah, that could have been. Let's see. Yeah, they're still pending. That's why. I made that one myself.
You are on a roll.
Oh, hello. I hear you now. This is Joey. Yeah, it looks like Joey hasn't done his either. Oh, fine. Okay, we'll get there. So yeah, that's the answer to that question. But also, hey, Solak, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Ah, so far so good. Just had a nice chill Mario Kart stream. Ready for this, well, ready for tomorrow where I don't have to go to work in the morning.
Yeah. There you go. I got no school tomorrow either, so it's good.
Oh, perfect. Oh yeah, Jedi Master Grogu, I totally understand. It is a cool feature, and I might have to bug John about approving his attributions. Yeah. I went to go look to see, and it says it's pending for you. Ow. Jedi Master Grogu was calling me out on it. I'll have to get Joey to do the same thing for his emotes. Neat. Okay. Where do you find it? On the attribution side, you should have gotten a notification. It might be in your Twitch dashboard. Let me look. Hmm. Yeah, peek around the stream dashboard a little bit, John. You might find it there. Or check your Twitch notifications would be my other thought. Donkey Kong, the best musical. I think there might have been an email to your Twitch email when I did that back whenever that was a thing. Yeah. All that clarinet sound in here. Also, I have a feeling that people would freak out if there were giant Goombas in New York. Uh-oh. Not the blue shell! Okay. Ah, just barely.
Is there a way, because I noticed that there was a couple people there, they would like deploy the banana right behind their vehicle. Is there a button to do that?
Basically you hold the L button instead of, or the ZL button instead of just tapping it. Yeah, so just tapping it releases it behind you or in front of you if you hold forward. And then if you just hold the ZL button, it'll just hold behind you. Same with shells. At least red and green.
Okay, good to know. I did not know that was a thing.
Yep.
Thank you.
Bananas, shells. I think that's it. Okay. You found it? Awesome. Uh-oh. That big man up there? Oh. You could say I'm a little excited about Splatoon 3 coming out. There's a tab for it. Okay, cool. Today I learned. Because John taught me. I am a big man fan here too, John. You see, it's a mana ray. Right before the... Oh, ouch. Raph! Hey! Splatoon 3, yeah! Well, not right now. This is Mario Kart. But if you look, I have it preloaded. I'm a fan. I'm excited for it. How much space you have on your micro SD? How much do I have even? I'm gonna look and see. I'm almost out of free space. I have 16 gig left. That's funny. If anyone wants to hop in, though, we do have plenty of spots open.
Yeah, I need someone else to come in here and crush Annie because I'm failing miserably.
Remember when Nintendo cartridges were only 64 kilobit? Yeah, that's what's everything that's on this one, right? About 128 SD because I ran out of space when trying to play Mario Party. Yes, I need to play Mario Party again as well. Stick with 150. Don't know if you're Mario Party down. Well, you did it also for like every day for how many, or every Saturday for how many weeks? Or was it Sundays? Sundays. Oh, for sure. Every Saturday and Sunday, that's what it was. Yeah. $16 games in total. I just played Mario Party not that long ago. Oh, hey, Waluigi Pinball. Not me just realizing that we're playing it. Pinball. Someone showed, I think it was on Reddit, what Waluigi's pinball would look like to someone actually playing pinball. And it looks like a really boring state, like pinball cabinet. Which is kind of unfortunate. Chomp, 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 chomp. I know, I see it. Giant head or hand mechanics and have more than one ramp, right? Well, just take a look at any of the Sonic, like, what is it, the Casino Night Zone DLC and Sonic Generations, the console release, is a full pinball machine. Found an old drawing anatomy book. Bought, never touched. I understand that. Oop. Okay. Okay. You have a concept art book for Sonic Mania? That's awesome. I have a concept art book for Serenity, the TV show. Oof. I also have 2 whole books on how to do video game audio. When I was a sophomore in college, we had to do what was they called a sophomore seminar or sophomore something like that, where it's basically a career building. And at the time, I wasn't sure what I was doing, so I bought a. I actually sat for. We had to interview a professional in the field that we wanted to go into. Thank you, Master Grogu. Firefly. I'm thinking of the movie. We just watched the movie not that long ago. It flipped. Thank you for that. Wait, this one again? You have yet to watch the whole series? Oh, it's a good one. It's not that long either, I didn't think. It's only like a season long. Oh, like yesterday. Oh, so you're still fresh then. You have to let me know what you think about it. Oh yeah, definitely the interactions between the actors definitely make that cast, the ensemble cast. You said I was good and now I'm sucking. It happens.
My bad.
I just realized I have some green on my banjo shirt. So I have holes in my shirt because of my green screen. Taurus is the GOAT. I mean, between Gina, Alan Tudyk, Adam Baldwin, Nathan Fillion, Summer Glau, the whole ensemble I just love. And the way that they interact with each other. And that's partially the writing and partially them executing the writing. Need some fasts. That's not fasts. Wait, when did I get the fasts? Okay. Never tried going under. Hey, Okaprunk, how are we doing? That was accidental, but apparently there was a hole there, and I didn't try going under it, going through it, and probably was just a wall if I had to guess. How are you doing today? Gonna keep with the random. Ugh. Ooh, just Mario Kart State, Mario Circuit. I know the names of these levels, I promise. Okay, go. Now I want to watch Firefly again. Thanks for that, Jedi Master Grogu. I've also kind of been in the mood. We were talking. Oh, I forgot I was gonna. Who was I supposed to show that to? We were talking about in like 2009 or have I ever watched the Charm series, the new one or the old one? Because the old one we watched a ton. I haven't watched the new CW remake. The old one, yeah. We watched that a lot. Remake is garbage, yeah. I haven't watched it, as I said, so I can't judge it. But it is a CW show, so it will most likely have that caliber of production. But even then, there's the outliers like Arrow and that whole series, all of the DC? Yeah. Had to think about that for a second. Classic. Debo was the West. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, I got 4th. This is fine. Legends of Tomorrow. Oh, right. Oh, okay. The head is empty today. So, that's a thing. But, again. I used to really like, what was it, Smallville? That was a CW show. Where others? Now I'm CW, which used to be WB. I'm looking to see what other shows there are. Early CW, yeah. When it made the switch. Haven't watched in a while. Alright. Oh, right. They made that Superman and Lois show that I still haven't watched yet. I haven't watched a lot of...
Oh, Superman and Lois. That's I haven't seen all of it, but I've seen a few episodes with my husband, and it's really good.
Oh, good. Yeah, I haven't watched. I've admittedly been. When it comes to TV shows lately, I've basically watched the Marvel and Star Wars shows that have come out. Like currently going through She-Hulk as it comes out, and there's another show that's supposed to. What was it? Episodes come out Fridays. I don't remember now.
Yeah, I'm not recollecting anything at the moment either.
Oh, the Rings of Power, maybe. We started watching that. That's... I don't remember if that's the Friday show or not. Which honestly kind of intrigued at where they're going to go with this Rings of Power show. I'm not going to talk too much about it because it's still early and spoilers and junk. But when Jeff Bezos' son tells his dad that it needs to not suck, they're going to make sure that it doesn't suck. I don't know if that was like a myth or whatever, but someone online was saying that that was a thing that happened. Oh, hey, K-Dog.
You got a blue shell coming your way.
Awesome. Just take it and keep going. End up second, though.
I got right past at the finish line.
Oh. Oh, and the hydrate. I missed that. Yeah. You're all good, K-Dog. If you have the game and want to join in, feel free. We have plenty of spaces. Llamas and go. Oh, pouring llamas and goats. That's a new one. Is it raining here? I can't tell. It's dark out. And I have my headphones in. Dang it, Oreo. We had a nice storm earlier today, though.
Ooh, I boosted right into your bomb.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, please no. Ah. All the red shells. There's a third one. Okay. And a fourth and a fifth. Wow. Good job, though.
I got lucky there at the end with all those red shells.
We both get to wear the crown.
We both shall rule the land.
Right.
This Mario circuit again?
Yoshi circuit.
Ah.
We both blew out there. That's awesome.
Ooh, wow.
Last time we did this, it was 200cc, which was ridiculous.
Yeah. I'm sure that was. This is a lot of corners.
Yes. Oop.
Oh, stupid lightning.
Yep. And a blue shell on top of it.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see that.
It's all good. Fortunately, I recovered fairly well.
Good.
Oof.
Was that a bomb or a blue shell that got you at the end
Bomb. I had one
Oof.
on the back and somebody hit it. And
there?
made,
Oh no!
That was great. I forgot that was a thing.
What's this one?
Toad's Turnpike. It's from the Mario Kart 64. It's just a figure 8.
Mario Kart 64?
Yep.
I don't remember this one from 64.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I tried. Wah. Yes. Exactly, K-Dog.
I feel like there's no coins whatsoever in this.
Yeah, basically. Except for so I'm at 9 coins right now. And most sell 6. Most of them from item boxes. Wait, how'd I end up in Cat Peach? Oh, stream bit rate got really low. That happens. Typically it fixes itself? Question mark. Okay, good. It froze for a second, like OBS did too, and I was just like, oh no, not again. Love when that happens. It happens more than I'd like to admit. Yeah, no, it wasn't just you, Okra. Barry, you're still in chat, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if Discord crapped out or something, or apparently my bitrate dipped down really bad for a second there.
Nope.
Awesome.
Nothing on my end.
Yes. Okay. We're doing N64. We're doing all the N64 tracks. It's fine.
Yeah.
That was my era.
Did you play Double Dash when it was on GameCube?
So funny story about that. I didn't actually have a GameCube growing up. I went the Xbox route, but I played it a couple times at one of my friends' houses. So I have played it, but I'm not hardcore about it. Although getting the Xbox did solidify my love for Rare as a company, because that was one of their games was one of my first for my Xbox.
Oh, okay. I always grew up on Xbox too.
Yeah, Grabbed by the Ghoulies was one of my first Xbox games. But I still played and still play currently a lot of my N64 games when I can.
Do you have a favorite one of all time?
Banjo-Kazooie.
Ah, okay.
Like, no hesitation. Which actually, I got one of my mods, Tiger. Which Rainbow Road is the best Rainbow Road? I'd have to say the N64 one. That's just also a little bit of bias. I fully admit that. SNES Rainbow Road is pretty decent too, especially in the newer ones. Chimp behavior. I don't know, every time I do Rainbow Road, I always finish it off-road. Oh, one of my friends got me a replacement label for Banjo-Tooie because both Banjo-Kazooie and Tooie I got from a local movie rental place back in the day. And when they went out of business, they let us buy it at a very discounted rate. And Tiger, one of my mods, sent me a replacement label. Haven't replaced it yet. I'm also nervous about when I replace it. Is it going to be set perfect? Not that I'm a perfectionist or anything like that, but okie doke. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this weekend's kind of flown by, and I'm glad that I have the extra day to kind of like actually do nothing. Because between a couple of the I think I mentioned earlier, I don't know if you guys were in there, but I started helping out with our local community theater stuff, and Friday night was all getting ready for that, and then Saturday I've been helping them reconstruct their website through like the Wayback Machine because it had a big database error. Didn't have a backup. And so basically going back, copying and pasting as much as I can and making it look pretty and professional and making sure that we have a backup in place in case that happens again.
And you volunteered for that?
Yeah.
Oh, you're so sweet.
It's for the promotion of the arts, and in this area, I need to do that. TikTok Clock is a DS track, I think. Okay, dog. Because it was supposed to be in there because of Mario Kart 64 DS. Yeah, I think it was Mario Kart DS rather than 7. Because I think they reused assets, actually. Like the numbers and junk. The next two coming are the Rock Cup and the Moon Cup. I'm incredibly intrigued into what is going to come from that. I forgot I was going to look at it again and I keep forgetting. There is a Chris. Oh, you're all good. Okay. What did he say? Oh. Okay, we catching up. Oh, there's a blue shell coming.
Oh, thank you for the warning.
Okay. Wait. Went through both item boxes. That's awesome. Thought I was going to get squashed for a second there.
You got a blue shell coming.
I am hopefully going to hit the finish line first. I did. Okay. Merry Mountain. That's what it's called. I think that's going to be in the next set of DLC tracks coming out in the next wave. It's the only 3 of the non-city Mario Kart courses in Tour. Ninja Hideaway and Sky High Sunday are the other 2, and they're already in. Ugh. Yeah, and Mario Kart wise, I played a fair amount of Super Nintendo. I've played a lot of Mario Kart 64. Very little Double Dash. None of the GBA Super Circuit. A fair amount of DS and 7. Very little Mario Kart Wii. And then Mario Kart 8 Deluxe I've played a ton. I didn't have a Wii U, so I didn't do 8. Regular 8. How dare you, little dry bones. I'm okay with that. Alright, here we go. Alright, we've got this. Don't you dare. Hopefully that's the only one.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, okay. I was getting nervous. Yeah, they still have Berlin, Amsterdam, and Singapore. London, Vancouver, Los Angeles, and Bangkok. I'll be interested to see which other ones come. I feel like a lot of them will come from tour, just because it seems to be the trend. This has been a nice chill stream. I haven't had just a chill stream. I mean, we did Viva Pinata Thursday, which was rather chill. So maybe that's not... I try and keep all my streams chill if I can. Haven't had a sweaty one in a while. Haven't speedrun Diddy Kong Racing in a bit. No. Should I introduce new tracks? You think? See, I thought when they first introduced the waves that it was going to be all retro courses from the games, and then they introduced the tour song or show courses to it. Shenanigans. Oh, a Gerudo Valley. If they were to take, like, I keep saying, put in a Diddy Kong Racing track. I dare you. get a Jungle Falls in here. Or a Space
Ooh, that was
Corral.
a good one.
There's a Mario Kart 64 ROM hack. That name escapes me. But basically, they've done a bunch of custom like tracks. And one of them was they literally ported Ancient Lake into Mario Kart 64. And I think that was the same one that they did Hyrule Field from Jiggies of Time, actually. But
You got a blue shell coming.
awesome. I'm not sure what that did. And I would love it if they would bring in some new characters. Like, in Mario Kart Tour, you can play as Pauline. You can play as Nabbit. There's a lot of extra suits for all the characters and such. I have the Wikipedia open. I can tell you who's all on there. 2 F-Zero tracks and no F-Zero characters. So like a Kirby themed level with a Kirby themed vehicle. Get a new Donk City with Rosalina, Pauline. Just so I can hear Jump Up Superstar for the 15th millionth time. I like the song, so I don't mind it. Subspace Emissary track, that would be a good one. Ah. Fire Emblem, no. Smash has all the Fire Emblem stuff. I think it's good. I was about to say a Yoshi themed track, but they already have those. Pokemon themed. Go through like, what's the Paris town? The Pokemon town from Black. And...
Oh.
No, it's not Black and White. Black and White was the American one. X and Y, maybe? The one with the Eiffel Tower in the middle? Okay. I mean, with the Kirby, with what is it, Dream Buffet out, I think you could get a couple of those courses and turn them into Mario Kart courses. If you went that route. Yeah. thinking Samus, so a Metroid theme. Ooh, this game's Rainbow Road. I don't care for. At least it's only 150. 200cc this level is impossible.
Hectic.
Yeah.
I don't think I've done 200cc in this game yet, so...
Oh, really?
Yeah. The max I've ever done is 150.
Yeah, when I did the... I made sure that I have... In the Grand Prix of this game, you can get up to 3 stars for each gold medal you get. And it's based on how many points you have. And to get 3 stars, you have to get first place in every GP. Or in every race in the GP.
Oh, goodness.
I have done that for every cup that's been released so far. And I try and keep up, like, basically when the tracks come out. Now I basically spend a little bit of time and try and get that for each. Just so I can maintain that perfect record. Awesome. Really? Mid-drift even. Or not mid-drift. Mid-flight. Uh-oh. I hear it. Oh, now you give me the super horn. I'll take third. Does it say... Okay, differences. Can't find it. Oh well. Yeah, someone had mocked up a character pass or character wave for Mario Kart 8 up on Reddit. And I was like, yes, this needs to be a thing. Alright. I hope I've chosen correctly.
You got a blue shell coming.
Awesome. Can't see. There we go. What time is it? It is 20 to 10. Wow. I've been streaming for 3 hours. I think maybe we'll do one more GP, and then I will call it a stream, and maybe hang out in another, you know, actually go raid and just kind of hang out in someone's stream, actually, instead of, you know, raiding and running like typically I do. Mostly because it's usually night and late. But between now and then, I'm going to have to figure out who it is that I'm gonna raid. Gonna stretch. Yeah, good idea. Good stretch. Okay. Oh dang. Yeah, currently in Mario Kart Tour there are 192 playable characters.
192? That's a lot.
Yes, because they've added, well, this counts every variation of every character that they've done. And then Peachette, Pauline, Hammer Bros, Boomerang Bros, Fire Bros, Ice Bros, Monty Mole, Dixie Kong, Captain Toad, Nabbit, King Babam, Kamek, and Chargin' Chuck. So I'd be interested to see if they could bring those in characters into Mario Kart 8.
You got a blue shell coming in.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm thinking tomorrow I might try and do a Ocarina of Time randomizer if I have time. Last time I tried one, I didn't have as much time to do. So I might be able to actually finish it. All right. Apparently, according to this, there are only 3 characters in the Mario Kart Tour that aren't in it, that are in other games, and that's Paratroopa from Double Dash and Wiggler and Honey Queen from Mario Kart 7. Who wants to play as the Honey Queen anyway? I imagine there's somebody. I feel like with the random, we've been getting Big Blue a lot.
Yeah, I feel that way too.
Okay. Not just me then.
No. I feel like each Peru we've done, we keep getting this one.
And Raph, they probably just did the F-Zero tracks on here because they're like, well, we already have one racing game, so we're not going to split the resources between 2, so let's just add a F-Zero track in here and everybody will be happy and not worry about it. That's how I feel like the meetings at Nintendo went. I could be wrong. Because this was about the same time that they introduced 100 or 200cc, right? Which was F-Zero's claim to fame, being fast. Thank you for doing that before I hit that. So many things coming at once. There are so many people on streaming right now. I don't know who I'm going to raid when we get to it. I have an idea. Ooh, this one again.
Oh, this one.
Okay, maybe. Uh-oh, blue shell. I hear it.
Yep, blue shell's coming.
The blooper is especially dangerous for levels like this where there's moving vehicles.
Yeah. That's why I struggle so hard with this level. I keep hitting all the vehicles.
Oh, hey. I'm gonna save that because that was kind of funny. So, oh, hey, mansion. I appreciate the design in all of these twisted anti-grav levels.
Yeah. When I first played this, the anti-grav really threw me off.
Yeah. Well, it's funny, you can tell like they were designed for it because there's often like two paths, one goes one direction, one goes the other direction. Or you'll see the levels fold on itself, which if you're watching it from not a driver's perspective, it'd be kind of disorienting, I think. Oh, I also wanted to play Knockout City tomorrow. Just in general, they added Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles apparently to it.
Blue shell coming. Knockout City, that dodgeball game you were playing the other day?
Yeah. The very same. Which apparently a new season literally just started. Like over the weekend.
What system do you play that on?
Xbox One. But it's also on
Oh.
Switch. It's also on PC and PS4, I think, or 5. It's kind of on both. So I said one more, and this was fun. Solak, thank you for
Yes, it was.
playing. I enjoyed it, and John, if you're still around, thank you for playing as well. Do we want to go? I got two that I'm going between. Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice or BioShock. I think those are the two that I want to stream into or raid into, but I'm not sure which one.
Go with the first one.
The Hellblade one?
Sure.
Alright. Well, then we're going to raid my friend and buddy Kurik the Orc. And Kurik is a good friend of mine, and we're going to spread the message and the love and such. I have the raid message now in an easier copyable function. Let me go back and look as well. DK64 Races, thank you for the raid again today. Pixelmog, thank you again for the follow. Silent Snake for your resub. And Matt the Boxing Champion from Matt the Boxing Champ from Wii, thank you for the follows. Thank you guys for the games. Keep up with my Twitter or Discord or stuff, social media. Those are the ones that I typically try and make sure everything's... that's a lot. Thank you for the Prime sub, and enjoy the emotes. I am grateful, and I need to have Kurik's stream open so I can make sure I hear him when we do the raid message and such. I've not actually played this game, but this will be interesting. But thank you so much for watching. We'll hopefully see you tomorrow, maybe. Keep an eye on Discord and social media, and maybe we'll see you then.